Hello participants, good afternoon, welcome back once again. I think we can start it. Okay, in your group, I think you can tell your question and then
yes,
you can
sir.
start your points. But those who are coming after that, maybe the second person or third person, please avoid repeating the same statements. But we want a statement which is little bit interesting and different from the statement already discussed. Thank you. You can start, madam.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good afternoon, Narasimham, sir. Good afternoon, Bhanumati, ma'am. Good afternoon, Srinivasan, sir. This is group 1. We are given the first question. With your permission, I shall present the questions that we have compiled for you and read
Family
it out.
Madam, you are from which school? Number 1 Jalehaliya?
Sir, I'm from KVRWF, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
you
sir.
tell all the teachers, they should tell the school name also.
Sure, sir. Checking if the Word document is visible to the participants, please.
Yes, madam. Yes, you can continue.
Yes, thank you, sir. So the question which group 1 was assigned was, how do children learn? And these are the responses collected. Children learn when they are excited to learn and there is an element of curiosity. Children learn through imitation of sounds, body movements, especially when it comes to learning sounds, usages, pronunciation and mannerisms, mainly at elementary level. Children learn by seeing, by hearing, reading and doing. They also learn through play and interaction. Children learn better in a safe and joyful environment where they are allowed to share their feelings and be themselves. Children at secondary level learn through active engagement by building on prior knowledge, analyzing information and solving problems, and hands-on activities through interactive tools sustain interest at the secondary stage. Children learn if interest is created and they are motivated, encouraged and actively involved. हिंदी भाषा सरल है, जैसा बोलते हैं वैसे लिखते हैं. भाषा के प्रति रुचि जानने के लिए विभिन्न नवाचारी प्रयोगों का उपयोग कर सकते हैं, जैसे भानुमति का पिटारा.
मैं एक्सप्लेन कर दूं?
यस मैम,
मैं एक्सप्लेन कर दूं हिंदी वाला?
यस रेवती मैम, प्लीज मैम. यस,
हाँ, तो मैंने कुछ नवाचारी प्रयोगों को आपके सामने रखने का प्रयास किया. एक है भानुमति का पिटारा. जब हम बच्चे होते थे तो हमारी एक शिक्षिका थी, बहुत सारी ऐसे वस्तुओं को जो है एक बक्से में डाल देते थे और हमसे कहा जाता था कि कोई भी एक वस्तु उसमें से उठाएं और जो वस्तु हमारे हाथ लगता था उस वस्तु के बारे में हमें 5 वाक्य बोलने हैं. तो बच्चे अपने आप भाषा को सीखने का प्रयास करते हैं. दूसरा है फिश बॉल. फिश बॉल का अर्थ है उसमें बहुत सारी चिट्ठियां डाली जाती थी और विभिन्न विषयों को डाला जाता था. जो विषय हमको मिल जाता था उस विषय के बारे में हमें बोलना है. खेल खेल में मेरे ख्याल से श्यामली मैडम ने बोल दिया. कक्षा में 4 कोने होते हैं और 4 कोनों के अनुसार जो है हम बच्चों को 4 समूह में बांट देते हैं और उसके बाद प्रकार के व्याकरणिक तौर पर भी, जैसे संज्ञा सर्वनाम विशेषण क्रिया है, तो हम 4 समूह में बांट देंगे और जो वाक्य बोला जाएगा या फिर जो वस्तु दिखाई जाएगी उसके अनुसार हर कोई एक एक शब्द अपने हिसाब से बोलेंगे. उसके बाद अंत्याक्षरी तो हम लोग सब जानते हैं. जैसे मैं अलंकार पढ़ाती हूँ तो सिनेमा के लोकप्रिय गीतों का हमेशा इस्तेमाल करती हूँ. अलिटरेशन जहां पर होता है, अनुप्रास अलंकार, परिभाषा बताने के बजाय मैं बच्चों को गाना सिखा देती हूँ, जैसे रघुपति राघव राजा राम. तो र की आवृत्ति होने से वह अनुप्रास अलंकार है, तो बच्चा इतनी आसानी से सीख जाता है. और बहुत सारे लोकप्रिय सिनेमा के गीतों का हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं जहां पर बच्चा आसानी से सीख जाता है. जैसे सजना है मुझे सजना के लिए, तो सजना शब्द एक से अधिक बार प्रयोग करने से वहां पर यमक अलंकार आता है. यदि मैं काली घटा का घमंड घटा ऐसे शब्दों का मैं इस्तेमाल करती हूँ तो बच्चा उतना जो है उसे रुचिकर नहीं लगता है. जब मैं सिनेमा के गानों को बोल के उन्हें पढ़ाती हूँ तो वो, और विजुअल प्रस्तुति तो जो बच्चे जो है सीख नहीं पाते हैं. जैसे हमारे कक्षा में एक ऐसा बच्चा है जो मेंटली थोड़ा सा क्लास के लिए फिट नहीं है और वो समझ नहीं पाता है, लेकिन विजुअल प्रेजेंटेशन या पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन होता है तो उसमें जो है वो अच्छी तरह से सीख पाता है। तो इस प्रकार से कई नवाचारी प्रयोगों से हम बच्चों को भाषा के प्रति रुचि जो है उनमें उत्पन्न कर सकते हैं। धन्यवाद सानवी मैडम।
अभी वो हिंदी मैडम आपसे एक ही सवाल है। अभी आपने तो कैसे पढ़ाया उसका तो तरीका बताया, बट ये अभी इसमें तो और कुछ लर्निंग मेथड्स होता है क्या? आपने तो इतना लिस्ट आउट किए हैं, आपने कौन से क्लास में पढ़ाते हैं?
मैं 11वीं और 12वीं कक्षा को पढ़ाती हूँ सर।
ठीक है मैडम।
मैडम का नाम रेवती है। मैडम आपका नाम बोलती नहीं है।
अय्यर रेवती
नेशनल अवार्ड विनर KVME का है।
अय्यर रेवती राजाराम है।
ओके
मैडम, आपका नाम को स्कूल वगैरह बोलो ना, उसको कैसे मालूम होगा?
जी श्रीनिवासन जी बताइए।
ओके मैडम, मेरा एक ही सवाल है। अभी ये इसमें आपका ग्रुप में बहुत दोनों PGT इंग्लिश भी है, PGT हिंदी भी है। अभी आपने वो लर्निंग मेथोडोलॉजी में लोअर क्लास, if there is any difference between those who learn in lower classes, maybe up to upper primary and then secondary and then higher secondary, is there any difference you want in your philosophy?
हाँ सर बिल्कुल। 6 to 10 के जो बच्चे होते हैं वो और 11वीं 12वीं के बच्चे होते हैं, उनके अनुभव के क्षेत्र जो है बहुत बड़े होते हैं, तो उनके अनुभव के क्षेत्र जैसे होते हैं उसके अनुसार शिक्षण प्रदान करना है।
Now I request the same thing can be done by this PGT English group also, because
sir, with your permission.
Yes, madam, please.
So with your permission, one question was left out. May I be permitted to read that? I mean, one response was left out. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please read.
Yes, sir. This was the last one. जब विषय वस्तु को विद्यार्थियों के अनुकूल और रुचिकर बनाकर प्रस्तुत किया जाता है, तब विद्यार्थी आसानी से सीखते हैं। These were the 8 responses we collected, sir.
Can you? My only thing is that which is to be added in your philosophy. That is there any learning difference in the children in the classes from 6th to 8th, 9th and 10th, and 11th and 12th? If there is any difference in their learning, then you can tune your teaching also in the same way. So you can have a separate package for 6th to 8th, so that when they come to 9th standard, they will not find any difficulty in language.
Yes, sir. Yes, I understood you, sir. I will put it up, sir.
Because suppose आपने तो पूरा जनरलाइज किया है, मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, सपोज ये तो अपर प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी, देन सीनियर सेकेंडरी का अलग अलग हो गया तो अच्छा लगता है।
ठीक है सर, ओके सर, कर देंगे।
ओके मैडम, from is it a consolidated one or anybody from your group want to add?
Samily madam.
Anybody from group number 1 you want to add? Okay, now this question. Yes, madam, Masami Day.
Good afternoon, sir. What this Shamli madam has already compiled all that you have said.
Madam, 1 minute. Bhanumati madam.
Yes, sir.
Madam, there are 6 to 7 people have not joined. Please find out the names who are the people not joined.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am sending the Google Sheet for attendance also. I'll just check it, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, madam, you can continue.
Yes, sir. Madam has already mentioned all the points that we have given as a group to her. But I also feel that if we remember that multiple intelligences play a very important role in the teaching and learning process, then it will be very helpful for the teacher to teach. For example, the use of...
Okay, I think madam, cut हो गया लग रहा है. Okay, well, I think this is the question answered by everybody. I think all the 53 might have answered this question. Is there anybody who is having any interesting learning how children learn? Is there anybody having a interesting philosophy you have written? You can share just one or two, so that we can go to the next group.
So what about the
Hello.
handicapped children, like hearing impaired children?
Okay, you tell me how they learn.
So especially maybe sign
You
language.
find-
Their philosophy
okay.
is the sign language and gestures.
If you that's why I'm telling. Suppose if you find anybody in your class, suppose in this particular academic year, if a particular teacher is doing it, then he can point out that also how the child learn. Because if he point out that also, then he can find the ways and means to help that particular child. That is actually the intention of writing this teaching philosophy. Good point, sir.
Showing personal
Anybody
interest.
else?
Showing
Yes,
personal
sir, please.
interest. Showing personal
No, no.
interest.
No, that will come at the last question, sir. Actually, the thing is now how they learn. How they learn means what is the different type of learning style we want to understand. Suppose if you want to understand the different learning styles, then only you can have your own teaching philosophy. So that
Yes.
everything will, all the students will be helped by you. That is actually the intention of listing out the teaching, the learning types. Mr.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Shravan?
Sir,
Yes, please.
children learn by the way teachers teach, and
Okay.
the way the children also learn the way they adopt. Children learn by the way teachers teach.
Okay.
Whatever the way we have learned,
Can you-
sir, it is actually.
Can you elaborate on that? Can you elaborate on that adopting?
See, even today, sir, whatever the way we teach, it depends on how our teachers are taught. Most of us,
Okay.
we follow.
Okay, definitely.
Suppose the teacher
That
who
impact,
was,
impact will be there.
yeah,
Impact will be
impact
there.
is there. Yeah, at the same time, the children, how they adopt, the which way, method they adopt, in that way they will proceed.
Okay, you are telling that they are choosy in selecting the method which is convenient to them.
Yes, sir.
So can I supplement?
Yes, please, sir. Yes, please. This may be the last one, please.
Sir, may I supplement to that, sir?
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Please, Raghu, sir. Continue.
So, sir, that the point, say, for example, the same topic, same subject is taught by two different teachers.
Okay.
And definitely a student try to adopt according to the teacher's teaching, the method which the teachers are following. Example, even if you go to higher class, some students they are going for tuitions classes and coaching classes, and the way we teach in the classroom, there's a lot of difference. So the students definitely adopt themselves to what they would be find quite easier.
Okay, this is actually a word of caution to all the teachers. We have to see that the thing which they are adopting, you have to give them. We have to try to give them so that they will feel comfortable. Okay, now I think first group, congrats. Can we go to the second group? Anybody who is presenting, you can read also. Suppose if you have no time to type and then have it in the form of a Word file, you can read also.
Sir,
can we move to the second group, please? Yes, please.
Second group, sir. Myself, N. Shravan from KVIAC.
Okay.
Respected Narsimham sir, Bhanumati madam, Srinivasan sir, and all dear co-participants. Our question is, how should I teach? I have got different opinions, and I would like to read out, sir. How should I teach? It is $1 million question with no hard and fast rule. The way of teaching will vary from person to person, class to class, and subject to subject. Children learn the way the teachers teach and the way they adopt. Then the other participant, I shall be passionate about teaching and patient with the inquisitive children. I shall teach them in such a way that not only the content of the lesson, but the moral values are also be imparted. From the next participant, other participant, the whole process of teaching learning activity will be in a healthy, interactive manner. I shall teach in such a way that students find it interesting and every child participates actively and feels free to express his or her ideas without inhibition. I shall listen to them patiently and allow them to come up with their queries. Then, just a minute. I shall encourage them to think logically and critically. I shall teach them bilingually, basics first, with relevant examples and then building knowledge onto it. I shall teach a concept with multidisciplinary approach. I shall teach them to learn to unclean and learn to unlearn. This is the last statement, sir, by a participant. I shall teach them to learn to unlearn and learn to relearn.
Actually, it should be done because the wrong ideas which they are already learned in the lower class, or they may be, that is actually, it is called misconception. They may be having a type of misconception that to be, you have to unlearn the misconceptions so that the concept will be clear. Anything else, sir?
That's all, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, now actually in this, my actually observation is, whatever the thing which you have told now, all are general and very nice also. But can you tell how, suppose the question is like this, about based on the learning style of English for you, because all are PGT English in this, based on the learning style of a particular child in English, then how should you teach English? Can you answer this question, sir?
Yes, sir. First of all, I need to understand the level of the students. Particularly, we Kendriya Vidyalayas, the students are from basically they are coming from the background of the central government employees. Already they have some background, sir. They have some basics. So we feel comfortable for teaching English. Particularly in a city like Bangalore, the students are very comfortable with English. They don't have any problem. But understanding the level of the students, we need to teach. Okay.
Okay.
So
my question is, previously they have just listed out some learning, how the children learn languages. From that, can you take any one of them and then explain that how you will change your teaching methodology to suit the child?
May I make an observation here, sir?
yes.
Yes,
With
madam.
your
Please. Yes, madam. Please continue. Bina, madam.
With your permission, Shravan, sir, if you allow.
Please.
Madam, please continue.
Okay. So I'm Bina Matthew, PGT English from KVMG Railway Colony. I feel that the first 10 minutes in a class, in an English class, can be kept aside for free conversation, so that all children come out and speak whatever they want to. They express their ideas freely, whatever happened in the house, in their locality, they can share and we can discuss that. So free conversations would always help in improving language skills. That is what I feel, sir.
Okay. To help the child in their own particular learning style.
Yeah, 5 minutes. 5 minutes will be enough.
Okay. Now I am seeing in your group, there is Mr. Pavan Kumar from economics. Mr. Pavan Kumar?
Yes, sir.
Sir, actually there are actually English people, and you tell me economics, what is their learning style? Can you select one learning style and tell that how will you teach for that particular learning style?
Sir, most often I start with the live things, that what is going on. Nowadays, we are surrounded by a lot of multimedia things and a lot of inputs from here and there. So while introducing any concept, I ask children what they think about it. So whether it could be the borrowed knowledge, but they have something to speak about it. And then after we go to the theory part, and then after finishing the topic, again we talk that what is the truth, and what is the difference between the theoretical part and the practical part. So I keep on analyzing both the things, practical as well as the things written in the books.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Now I am interested to listen from you. What you have written something for the question number 1.
Sir, Meenaji, Pavan, you are from which school?
The KV1 Hubli, KV1 Hubli, sir.
Okay.
Sir, how you have written that how children learn economics? Any one-liner or two-liner you have written?
Yes,
Because
sir.
you are the only PG economics in the whole group. Only economics teacher.
I have written like this for how do children learn. So children learn many things out of their observations. They are very good
Okay.
keen observers. So whatever the things presented in their surroundings and what they interact with the people, they come across, they make a new learning. So
Okay.
that I have,
Now, sir, learning through observation is actually a fantastic idea, especially in economics, because economics growth and everything they should know. Now, for that particular learning, this one, how will you teach? How will you change your teaching? For that person who is actually learn by observing. How will you help him?
You can use media, multimedia.
sir, I must keep like we can develop project writing. We can send the children to the market field where they will have their own experiential learning and like sir has said about the multimedia, the kind of data available with us, that these things can be shared with the student.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine. I think you see now you are able to connect that learning style, and then you are now only after seeing it, you are able to think about what I have to do. Actually, this is a fantastic idea about this teaching philosophy. Actually, having a connection, because whatever required and why it has been answered in the second one as how. Okay,
Yes.
that is highly interesting. That is why we have been asked to write it in order. Okay, because we have to see that how a child learn, we have to first find, then in that we have to go in the same pace and help the children. Okay, I think two groups already given. Can we move on to the third group, or anybody? I think English is already, I think one more group is there in English, I think. Okay, no, I think PGT English in 1 and 2 is already over. Is there any PGT English who was having any other a novel or very interesting idea about answering question number 1 and 2? Sujata, madam?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, madam? You want to tell something?
Yes. Group 3, shall I start?
Yes, madam, please continue.
So good afternoon, one and all present over here. I am Sujata Nair from KV2 Mangalore, PGT Biology. Now the topic or the question which was assigned to our group 3 was how do I motivate the unmotivated? So since I started teaching, I have noticed that many discipline and learning problems teachers face within the classroom are because of unmotivated or uninterested and unengaged students. So just because of these students, we face a lot of problems. So I trust that to overcome this problem or to motivate the unmotivated, I feel that integrating the interdisciplinary content with my classroom will help me to seek their attention and their active participation and their involvement. Like STEAM, I have included one more thing, that is art also, along with science, technology. This is already there, STEM. Along with that, art also can be included. Now this the integration of these various interdisciplinary subjects will definitely help the students to take part or actively participate in the classroom. And what I have seen is that this has helped us a lot, even while teaching some science topics like natural resources or conservation of plants and animals. I have taken up this as at that time the Art Integrator project was not told to do it, but I had done much earlier, and I had seen that the late bloomers or those children who are lacking some sort of motivation are more interested in doing such activity and presenting, even presenting in the classroom. So I feel that this integrated lesson helps the student to build up the intertwining relationship between the discipline and also provide the best context for practical real world examples. So it also helps in strengthening the teacher-student bond. And I can solve this problem of my students of remaining unmotivated by adopting this kind of interdisciplinary method with the various subjects. I request other group members also to share their views regarding this topic.
Okay, thank you, madam. Is there anybody from the same group who are you want to tell what you have written? Because this group is having PGT Bio, Chemistry and Physics also.
So may I?
Lekha Anandan, madam.
Yes, sir. I'm from KV Malleshwaram.
You are PGT Bio.
To all of you. Yes, sir. I'm PGT Bio.
Yes, yes.
The strategy what I adopt is usually an unmotivated child given an opportunity to become a leader, usually, comes up with very innovative ideas. So I usually make a child who is, the backbencher, so-called backbenchers, to be the leader of a group, give them activities where he or she will be doing it so that they get motivated.
Okay. Thank you. Now, I think in this particular group, you got a very interesting question. How do I motivate the unmotivated learner? Here, what you can do is you can make a table in which in the first column you can write why they are not motivated. In the second column, you can write your step. How will you motivate? But actually, it will be a kind of diagnostic way of motivating the child. The next person, can I go to PGT Chemistry?
Srinivasan, sir.
Yes, madam.
May I?
Yes,
no,
madam.
Behavioral modification through non-scholastic areas of school was one of the research I had taken up. And through CC activities, we can motivate the child to do like non-scholastic areas of school. The child can be motivated. Love the child who is ignored most. I feel that is the best option.
Fine. Thank you, madam. Can we go to any PGT Chemistry? PGT Chemistry in that group? Sir, PGT Chemistry, before you start, I will just want you, first you tell me the reason for why they are not motivated. Then you tell the remedy for it. What you will do to motivate. That will be better for discussion.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Sir, actually, child is motivated by birth, but there must be some happening in the life of the child, so it becomes unmotivated, or some motivation should not be there. I am taking the class of 11th and 12th. So till they are in the chemistry, they have some problems. So that's why they are maybe just scolded by the teachers. So they are not having the free voice. So we have to allow them that what they want to speak. First of all, we will.
Sir, you are not visible. I am seeing only black screen. I am not able to see you.
Yes, muted his camera. Camera muted, it seems. Mr. Tiwari, you can continue.
Sir, kindly put on the camera and then you can speak, sir, so that people will see you.
Mr. Tiwari? I think he connection lost, I feel. Okay, we will come back to him. One PGT Physics I am seeing. Are you there, madam? Savita, madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good afternoon,
can you tell why the children are not motivated in learning physics? Can you tell me the remedy for it?
Yes, sir. Sometimes it's a
You are from which KV?
Yes, I am from KV number 2, Belgaum, Cantonment, Belgaum.
Okay.
Yes, sir. As you know, our class itself is heterogeneous, so sometimes we will be speeding up in our teaching. So some may feel they are demotivated because they might have not understood. So at that time, we have to personally talk to them. We have to understand which all the concepts they have understood. Then we have to boost them in that area. We can tell them to come and teach in the next class, deliver a small topic, what he has understood in the class for the next day, so that he feels confident in that class and do better in some.
Okay.
I feel that we have to give reinforcement for such children. We have to concentrate them. We have to give some topics to them so that they will come up to the level of others.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Excuse
Can
me,
you-
sir.
can you
Excuse me,
just-
Sir Srinivasan,
yes,
sir.
Yes, madam.
Just
Please.
Sir,
Yes,
I
madam,
just
please.
wanted to clarify one thing, sir. Srinivasan, sir, sorry for the interruption. May I know Udupi, who is representing Udupi school? Mr. Biju, are you here? Mr. Biju?
It's your TV donation.
Who is representing Udupi? Sir, Udupi teacher is not there, sir. And Kalapurgi, Pritam Kumar.
Savita madam, please mute.
Kalapurgi? Kalapurgi, Pritam Kumar, are you here? Mr. Pritam Kumar?
Madam,
You're here?
Pritam Kumar is here only. I am there in the workshop.
Okay, but your name is not seen in the contacts. And Mr. Biju PV from Udupi, are you here?
Excuse me, ma'am. Number 30. Number 30, Pritam Kumar KV Kalburgi.
Yeah. Now I am seeing you, but you're representing Kalburgi, but Udupi person is not there. Sir Narasimham sir, Udupi one person is not there, sir. Rest all are present, sir. Thank you, sir. You can carry on. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Okay, no issues, madam. Can we go back to Mr. Tiwari of AIC Center? You are there, sir?
Sir, I am Loganathan. Can I have some points?
Okay, on which one, sir, for the third question or? Hello, Mr. Loganathan.
General motivation. How to motivate
okay,
the.
Yes, okay, sir, you can continue, sir, please. Loganathan ji, continue.
Motivation is the process of first goal setting. When we set the goals for each and every students, motivation automatically arises among the students. If we are not giving a goal setting, say for example, by seeing the student from the beginning, how much he can score, we have to assess the child. When he comes to 12th standard, we have to assess based on the 11th performance and 10th performance. If we give a goal on the very first week of the academic year, automatically this will be in his minds, which will act as a self-motivation. And the self-motivation is created, the student can be reviewed for each and every test. Your target given is 65%. You have scored only fail marks. What is the reason? List out. When we have more and more interaction with the students, personally, this will act as a motivation for them. So motivation starts not after the examination, before starting of the academic year. This is my opinion.
Okay, sir. Nice. It is really nice.
Okay. And moreover, when a boy or girl is failing in his subject, don't scold him. Don't tell him something wrong. You are not fit. You are not doing this, that. Don't scold him. Just make him to rewrite the same thing and give the question paper and make a practice of your own. When you are knowing the questions, how much you are able to score. When you are not knowing the questions and answers, how much you are able to score. This process will help him in such a way that when he is knowing the answers, whether he can achieve the target of his own, say above 80%, whether he can achieve. That process we have to make from the beginning. If we do like this, automatically the interaction, more and more interaction with the what you can say, less scorers or those who are not interested or those who are not having motivation on their own, this interaction will make more motivation. This is my opinion. And don't create disinterested. Make, even if they are uninterested also, by giving a negative thoughts or a negative comments, we should not make them disinterested. That is my opinion.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir told a very interesting point. That is, we have to we should not demotivate them by telling that negative things. Therefore, now those who are in that third group are, for this actually a common instruction to everybody. When you want to answer this question, how do I motivate the unmotivated learner? You can make a column 1, column 2. In column number 1, you write the reason for which a child is not motivated. In column number 2, you write your teaching style. What will you do to motivate them? So this will always give a clear picture of what is the action you are going to take to motivate. Is it Mr. Tiwari, you are back, or we can go to the fourth group? Mr. Tiwari, you are back? Mr.
Sir, I
Hari?
think ASC Center is represented by Mr. T.V. Loganathan. Am I right, sir? Mr. Tiwari is not there, but we did not get any information regarding your presence. Only Mr. Tiwari's name is there.
Madam, actually today I got this in my KVASC official WhatsApp. Just I joined because I wanted to know what is.
No, but we have not got any information regarding your representing Mr. Tiwari, sir.
Tiwari, I am joining on my own because it is given.
Tiwari also joined, madam. He was only explaining, but I think he lost his connection.
Okay.
Okay, we move on to the next group, group number 4, which contains a bunch of TGTs, English, and 2 primary teachers. First, let us start with the English teachers. You tell me, what is your role as a teacher?
Yes, sir.
Yes, madam.
Good afternoon, respected Narasimhan sir, Bhanumati ma'am, Srinivasan sir, and my co-participants. I am KP PGT English from KP.
Loganathan sir, please mute.
Representing Group 4. I've compiled some of the points. We have 27 points which I have compiled. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, madam, please continue. Please continue.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, madam, please continue.
As a language teacher, my first priority. The question that we got was, what is my role as a teacher? As a language teacher, my first priority would be to provide a language learning atmosphere to the children. That is healthy classroom climate, which promotes risk-taking and allows the students to experiment. Thus, positive experiences in the classroom leads to an excellent attitude towards learning the language and the culture, sir. I will plan well in advance regarding handling the class within the stipulated time, covering academic as well as interpersonal skills with various teaching techniques, which is obviously a path to practical learning. I will facilitate the learners equipped with skills and to connect with real life situations, helping students better understand the learning process, encouraging students and cultivating motivation, helping students build discipline through accountability and guiding them towards taking the initiative and responsibility for learning. I'll establish conditions and develop rich such activities that students are able to practice the language in a meaningful context. I'll develop a positive attitude in the students for learning. The students who feel safe and secure are much more willing to practice a language. I will invent ways to encourage the learners to communicate meaningfully with each other because the learners communicate. I will act as a manager and give time-bound activities, giving ample examples for a grammar and its structure and giving opportunity to practice functional grammar. I will be a facilitator and a role model, creating individual learning processes, focusing on the all-round development of the students so that they grow. I will understand students' problems where they need guidance. As a friend, I have to be someone my students can talk to, and I will respect students' confidentiality. I will create opportunity for learning. I'll work with students to create the class environment, giving the rubric, choosing the learning material, and how the students are going to be assessed. I will be a teacher counselor to make the class student-centered. I'll connecting the students and the teachers' life experiences with the topics that are taught. I'll set up activity-oriented classrooms where no child is left behind. I strongly believe that in the present scenario, when we are imparting education through virtual mode, it becomes essential for me to foster 21st century skills among students so that they can analyze, apply, synthesize, and evaluate information and situations effectively and to solve their problems. Using case studies, real life examples, and through provoking questions, I must encourage my students to consider their role in the society. As a responsible teacher, I must diagnose my students' interests and abilities and prior knowledge and then plan my learning experiences that with both challenge and allow every student to think and grow. Thank you, sir.
Okay, fantastic,
And
madam. Now,
anybody,
when you are compiling
this is a
it,
compiled.
okay, when you are once again when you are compiling it, just to see that the same type of thing is try to avoid the same thing is getting repeated.
Yes, sir.
In one or two places when I see, I may be wrong. The same type of the same role.
Yes.
Okay. Now in this, this actually for not only for your group, for other groups also.
Yes.
Whenever you are writing an STP, now we know that as a whole, we are having a role as a teacher. Is actually is a holistic role we are having. But what we can do while we are writing that philosophy STP, we can divide it into two parts. As a subject teacher, what your role? Then after that, as a general teacher, what is your role? Maybe class teacher or whatever maybe. Suppose if you are bifurcating both of them, it will be easy for you to just list out and then practice it. This is my maybe a suggestion. You can segregate that.
Yes.
Suppose you were actually whatever the role you are told, actually it is a mixture of
Thank you.
doing it as a general teacher and then
Thank
doing it as a language teacher. It can be a little bit segregated so that the philosophies will be clear. Clarity will be there. Anybody from your group want to add? Maybe English?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I want to listen from TGT English. Apart from Suma madam.
I have compiled the points, which is I think primary teachers. There are two
Okay, no, definitely I will go to them. Definitely I will go to them. No, I'm just talking about TGT English.
I have compiled all their points. What they put in
Okay, madam. I think Josna madam wants to tell something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, madam, please.
Sir, what I feel that I strongly believe that in the present scenario, when we are imparting education through virtual mode, it becomes essential for me as a teacher to foster 21st century skills like critical thinking.
I think madam has mentioned it.
Yes,
madam has mentioned it.
So, okay, sir.
Madam has mentioned, I feel. I heard the 21st century word there. Somewhere.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we can do that using case.
Fine idea. Maybe
sir.
you can call it as need of the hour.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
As actually it's the need of the hour. Now have you seen this, madam? Whenever you are listing out the answer for the fourth question, you have to answer the third question also. In this, as a role of a teacher, you cannot go out that motivating a child. I think you cannot ignore that. Motivating the child who is not motivated as a role as a teacher. Therefore, all are interlinked. That is why I was going on telling. Now we move on to, thank you. We move on to the PRTs. Two PRTs are there. One is Amita Singh, another is Mr. Suresh, I think.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Suresh?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
now
Yes,
you tell me as a role of a teacher, because you see, primary teachers are having more role, I feel.
Actually, what I do in my class and what I strongly believe that I want to say here, actually, students must like their teachers first before they like whatever the subject it is. Students must like their teachers. So whatever the subjects they handle, actually in my personal life, I have experienced that when I was in 12th standard, I was not having any personal interest towards physics subject. But I liked my physics teacher, and I, get on to score 199 out of 200 in Tamil Nadu, this thing. So that way, I really feel that teachers should be likable, first of all. And that I do in my class. That likable methods can be like, you can say, tell them stories, jokes, or whatever happens in today's world, or sometimes I used to tell my personal experience. But all that will be in a joking way, means they will laugh and also they will think on that, and they will also try to share. This will be helpful when you are teaching language classes, means English or Hindi, so that they will also try to speak their own experience.
Okay. Okay, nice thing. Actually, your role as a teacher should be in the primary level. You should become a friend. I think
Attracting
not
them
only-
towards the teacher, so as to towards the subject.
Yes, Mr. Sandeep Patil.
Sandeep Patil. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Am I visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Sandeep.
Okay, sir.
1 minute.
Sir,
Sir, 1 minute.
Mr. Sandeep.
One
Yes, sir.
minute,
Please, sir.
That primary teacher, I want to just interact with him. Suresh.
Sir, yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Suresh, you said you did not like physics because of the teacher.
No, sir.
You tell me, you suggest what exactly you are expected from your teacher, so that all these teachers will come to know.
No, sir. I put a wrong word there. I liked my physics teacher.
Physics because of physics teacher.
No, you tell me there is no wrong, nothing wrong. Nothing
Yes,
wrong.
sir.
You tell me why that liking towards subject has not come, and what are your expectations? Why the teacher has not come to your expectation?
No,
This
no,
is
sir.
more
Actually, I think I wrongly spelled out my words. Actually,
not
I
wrong.
liked my physics
Please,
teacher.
please tell me. I want to listen from you.
Yes, sir. Actually, I liked my physics teacher very much. Still, I know his name, Louis John, and because of him, I liked physics. So I scored more marks in that subject, sir.
No. I feel he wants to tell that his interest in physics was motivated by his teacher.
Yes, sir. That is what I wanted to say.
I think it is
But you have
actually
communicated wrong way. You have communicated wrong way.
No, sorry, sir. Actually, that is what I spelled out a wrong word there. Actually, after that,
No, his interest in physics was ignited by his teacher only.
Yes, sir. Yes,
He
sir.
wants to tell. Okay, good. Can I want to hear from the next primary teacher? You are there, Amita Singh? Amita Singh, you are available?
Amita Singh from Sadalaga. Deputy from Tumkur.
She talked in the morning, no?
Yes.
She is
I
there
am
also.
observing everybody.
Sir, she is there also in the group. It's there.
Madam, did you join
No,
now?
sir. I think she is not there, sir. Now she is not there.
Okay,
Madam,
okay. I think maybe
did you
connection
join?
problem.
She is not there, sir.
Madam,
Maybe
Biju
connection problem.
joined.
Pardon, sir?
Biju joined.
No, sir. Viju has not joined.
Okay, I think we can go to the number 5, group number 5. It is having all English, TGT English people. Now they are going to tell us what is the role of your student. Remember that when you simply tell the role of your student, don't leave it as an open question. You have to tell what is your role so that the role of the students will be fulfilled.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon to all, sir. Honorable Narasimham, sir, Srinivasan, sir, and
Rahul, you are from which school?
Yeah, sir. I'm Rahul Pawar from KV Haveri, Indri Vidyalaya Haveri. Okay, sir. Sir, this is group number 5, and the question is, what is the role of my students? So, the last question was related to the role of teacher, and now we have the question on role of students. We came to know about the role of teacher, and now I have compiled the information on role of students. So, in my opinion, the role of student is, when we talk about the role of students, the list can be vary, and maybe as a language teacher, I'll focus on the student should be a good listener, good speaker of English, good reader of English, and also the language basic skills of language, that is LSRW. But apart from that, we can also talk about the meeting the academic expectations which are desired, then being respectful and punctual, being in the best of behaviors, and keep the school neat and clean, do the assigned work on time, and the list will go on. but I think the role will change according to the situation. So it is actually the duty of teacher to perfect the students and to make them aware regarding the situations and conditions, and students should play the appropriate role according to the condition, and they should become a strong pillar of a nation. So it was my opinion, and the data as I compiled, the Upadhyay madam, according to the views, the student with my assistance will develop the 4 English language skills, LSRW, which I have mentioned already. For an effective interpersonal communication, the students will develop their critical and creative thinking with the help of stimulating environment provided by me. So it was the view of Upadhyay ma'am. Next, Chayadevi
One
ma'am.
minute, Rahul.
Yes.
You told Upadhyay madam, is she Pallavi Upadhyay Raichur?
Yes, sir. Pallavi Upadhyay ma'am.
Let her speak.
Okay. I request to group members, my group members, to express their own views on
Mr.
this
Rahul?
question. Yes, sir.
Mr. Rahul, whatever the role which your group has written, is it the expectations of the teacher, or you want the child should do this rule like that, or you are writing it as a general one?
No, it is a general one.
Not as per your expectations, because we cannot expect the child has to do this, we have to do. Then another thing is there. Anyway, I think your group member is going to come, any one of us. Anyone, can you just tell me one role of a student, which a student has to do? And on the other hand, you please explain that as a teacher, how will you help him? I want to hear it from any one of you in your group. Any role of a teacher, of a student, and your role in making the roles maybe done by the child. How will you help the child to perform the role? Can I get anybody from your group? Because I think you are having 6 people.
Pallavi madam, Raichur, Pallavi madam.
Then Purneshwari is there.
So can I?
Yes,
madam, please continue, madam.
This is Chaya Devi from
Chaya
KV
Devi.
Hebrai. Yes, sir. First thing is, in my opinion, students will facilitate learning for themselves first. Then the teacher will further guide the students as to how they can learn in a classroom atmosphere. They will actively involve themselves in activities for sustained reflection and also identify issues, analyze findings, and manage a venture to bring a change in themselves and community. The prime duty, as this is the role of a teacher, the prime duty of a teacher is that he or she has to ensure that all students are active and not passive in a class. Then customized activities may be planned accordingly so that students participate in all activities with utmost interest. This will in turn contribute to sustained reflection, which I have already told. As all teachers follow interdisciplinary approach, this sustained reflection can contribute a lot. Learners can identify issues, then they can manage themselves in such a way that self-learning takes place. This is my opinion.
Okay, excuse me, Chaya Devi madam, you were talking about that self-learning.
Yes, sir.
Actually, there are 3 types of assessment. One is assessment of learning. The another one is assessment for learning. The third one is assessment as learning. Actually, this self-learning is coming under that assessment as learning. As a teacher, can you just tell your strategy to help the child in self-learning?
First thing is customized activities will definitely go a long way to help the child involve himself in learning.
Okay.
And secondly, the teacher will act as a facilitator in enabling the child to learn.
Okay. Good, madam. Actually, Sarah has already listed out some of the values and all. Can I move on to any other member from this group, group number 5?
Srinivasan sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. I am Purneshwari.
Yes, sir.
Sir, good afternoon. I am
That
Purneshri from
Amita Singh has
KV
joined, the primary teacher.
Okay, sir. We will go back to her. We'll go back. No problem. Okay, madam, you continue. Purneshwari, madam, please continue.
Sir, actually what I do is I give situations to my students. All means just beginning of the lesson, I give the situation from the lesson sometimes or away from the lesson also, like in a marketplace. If this is happening, what will be your reaction? What will you do? Okay, how you can solve the problem? Or sometimes situations which generally they have between their friends, how they can solve their problems themselves, or if they can resolve it in a friendly way, or it should be taken to the notice of the teacher. There are so many issues, and then that way we can even develop their communication skill also, and as well as their behavior, how they have to behave in the society. As we all know that a school is, it's a mini society. After all, what they learn here, they have to apply in their later stage. So this is how I go on with them. And for this question, I have written as my student will learn English as it is very much needed to face the challenges in today's scenario. And since it is an international language also, so he able to communicate easily with even strange people who only know English, and then he has to communicate there. That will also help him. So this is the way language can be developed.
Okay, thank you, madam. Anybody from group number 5 want to add? Anybody from group number 5? Okay, this is actually a common, maybe a suggestion to all. Whenever you are answering this question, that what is the role of my student, you can list out the role, and then along with that, you can list out the way how you will help the child to go about it. The madam was talking about, I want the child, the role of my self-learning. Remember that self-learning, you have to help the child how to go about that self-learning. Otherwise, the child will not have any idea that how to do the self-learning. Therefore, your role is also there in the role of the students. Okay, I think we can come back to Amita Singh, madam. You are there? Amita Singh?
Thank you, sir.
No, sir. No, she's not there.
Oh, sir told she has joined. Okay, anyway. We will...
Again she left it.
Again, she maybe connection problem, sir. Okay, now we will move to the next group. That is group number 6, which is having 4 TGT English and 2 TGT SST. First, we wish to hear from the TGT English people. You tell me what are your prime objective as leader of the class. I think one madam is ready for that.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Narasimhan sir, Bhanumati ma'am, and Srinivasan sir, and good evening to all my learned colleagues here. My name is Akhila. I am TGT English from KV Malaysian Shift 2. And our group, the question that we have got today is what are my prime objectives as a leader in the class? As a leader, as we all know, leader is a person who leads by example, and leadership is an art of motivating a group of people to achieve a common goal. And here in the classroom, it is the teacher who acts as a leader. And the prime objective as a leader of the class, a teacher is supposed to bring out the best from each members of the class through an effective organization skill so that the desired goal can be achieved. The best, what I feel, the best practice, the best way of bringing out the best out of children is by giving them encouragement and positive reinforcement so that the students would have the strength to face the life boldly. They will not stand apart at any point of their life. And to add upon my the different group members, what they have shared their views upon, The prime objective as a leader of the class is to create such an environment in the classroom and where the students can express themselves and ask questions so that it will make a classroom more effective. And also to provide the learner with the opportunities to acquire the literacy, creativity, and the communicative skills so that they would be able to enjoy their learning and develop a desire to continue to learn. And as such, they will develop an ability to for the critical thinking and the logical judgment, which is quite essential in the present scenario.
Oh, thank you, madam.
I would request my other group members also to share their
okay. You request any other leader from your group to continue?
Yes, sir. Rajesh, sir?
Rajesh, Alok, Mr.
Hello, ma'am.
So you may please continue, sir.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, hello, everyone.
Yes, continue, please, sir.
I just want to, yeah, okay, thank you, sir. 1 second. Okay, so, okay, this is our topic. Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, please continue.
Okay, so what are my prime objectives as leader of the class? Okay, this is our topic. So in this regard, actually, I have written some points. So every class needs a teacher who can become the leader of that bunch of students. Leadership in the class is all about taking the group of students to achieve a common goal. The strength of leadership lies in bringing out the best from the students of the class. This can be achieved through effective communication, what needs to be done and why does it matters. Effective leader will attempt to bring the best from the students and through innovative ideas also. So now my prime objectives as a leader of a class will be, as a leader of a class, my main goal will be to take care of the teaching practices, mainly as I am a teacher. Then I should convince my students to learn both in their individual capacities and as well as a team also, because teamwork is also very important. And if I want to become a good leader, then I have to convince my students to put their best towards achieving the common goals, whatever goals actually I am in the regard of several aspects like mathematics, calculations, learning languages, etc. Okay, so in the teaching learning process, now my students will come from different backgrounds. As we all know that our KV is very different as compared to the NVS, where all cream students will be there. Okay, but in our KVS, especially as I belong to KV Chikodi, okay, the ruler criteria is there. So they came from the different backgrounds. So when they are learning together as in a class, so one of the prime objective would be to focus on organizing the diverse group of the children. Actually, this is the main problem we all are actually facing. Okay, when you are teaching in the KVS, then we have to motivate the students. Now, this is the perhaps one of the most crucial and key leadership objectives. We have to motivate our students. As a successful leader, I should strive to understand my students well enough and try to achieve the best, to bring the best in them. Okay, I have told this one earlier also. This will need strong interpersonal skills. This is very important because once one of my colleagues also told about this. Skills of the mingling socially with my students. So it is very, very important. Then only they will take their interest in my class. Now developing a mission for the perfect all-round growth of the children, because this is our ultimate aim, to do the all-round growth of the children. Now some strategies will be there. Visualizing and creating a workable strategy for the achievement of the goals. The strategy should be such that it is the realistic and achievable. Just like any other goal, it should be realistic and achievable also. Because during the some things are there on the paper, they are very easy. But when you are going in the practical life, so these things are very difficult. Just like the students are there in the Bangalore, they are very good at their studies because of the environment they are having. But here, the places like Chikodi, okay, the mass is more, okay, as compared to the city life. Now the innovation technique should be there. Being innovative is the key to perfect functionality of a leader. Innovation literally raise your growth way forward. However, it needs us as a leader to focus on innovation. Now some more things I would like to add. To give up up-to-date information about what is going in the world. We have to tell the students, to make students self-dependent, to make students curious about the things they watch and learn, to motivate them to learn with fun and enthusiasm. That is most important. And to assess the overall performance of the student and changing our plans according to the student's requirement. Thank you very much, ma'am and sir.
Thank you, sir, for giving an elaborate way of. Sir, please stop your presentation.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Please stop your presentation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure, sir. It is not happening.
You click that stop presenting.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you have come out. Okay, well. Thank you. I think two TGT SST are in that group. Can I want to hear from any of them, either Mrs. Monica or Sri Vijay Bagadur? Any one of them you are present? Mr. Vijay Bagadur?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me as a leader what your prime objective? Maybe in a one line or two lines.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you. My name is Vijay Bahadur, TGT Social Science, Kendriya Vidyalaya Chamarajnagar, Karnataka. So, sir, I want to tell about my question was what are the prime objectives as the leader in the class? So I want to tell about this. So our first objective as a leader is to teach subject, because sometimes we are not able to teach subject or we are teaching subject like 2 या 3 महीने का एक साथ में हम लोग कई बार पढ़ाना पड़ जाता है कुछ वर्क में बिजी रहने की वजह से.
Okay, sorry, Mr. Vijay Bagadur, you should tell the prime objective as a leader.
Yes, sir.
I think how will you give the qualities as a leader so that the child will get benefited?
Mr. Vijay Bahadur, आप अपना कैमरा ओपन कर लीजिए, ऑन कर लीजिए. Please
Okay,
open on your camera, sorry.
Yeah, continue, Mr. Vijay Bagadur. Continue.
Okay, sir. So,
you are presenting something?
yes, sir. What I have written, I want to share here.
Okay, show it. I think to teach the subject may not come here because you want to have some leader qualities.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No issues. The second one will come. Second one definitely will come.
What are you saying, sir?
The second part, value of moral and human life will be a part of it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
System about benefits, system how to lead a okay.
As a leader, sir, we should always focus on moral values and human life values. So, as a social science teacher, I always focus on moral values and human values, and to guide them. Third point I have written, to guide them for their better future. So, I should always focus so that students' life will be better in future.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you can stop your presentation.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Badurji. Thank you. Okay, this as a leader, I think the thing is that you have to list out your prime objective as a leader who will lead the child. That type of points you can note down here. Okay, then number 7, learning outcomes, highly interesting one. In this book is containing maths, science, and Hindi and WET. We want to hear one from maths, one from science, one from Hindi, and one from WET. Is it possible?
Yes, sir.
I think
good afternoon, everyone. Hope I am audible.
Okay. You can tell the learning
yes,
outcomes.
Yes, sir. So our topic is to speak about what learning outcomes can I anticipate. So our group members are here to present. I request Jyoti ma'am to start with the presentation. Jyoti ma'am,
So
please
good
start with your
afternoon
presentation.
to all the participants, and good afternoon to Srinivasan sir. I am Jyoti Verma from Kendra Vidyalaya Koppal. Today our group has been assigned with the question, what learning outcomes can I anticipate? And since I am TGT Science, so I will speak in that regard. I not only focus on achieving the outcomes based on knowledge and understanding, but also include the higher cognitive skills, analysis and synthesis, extending up to the application part, therefore focusing on the competency and critical thinking. I emphasize on building cause-effect relationship, scientific and logical thinking. I believe that the foundation of learning outcomes is based on my practical approach towards science. So I must make my students to exhibit creativity and to apply scientific concepts and knowledge into their day-to-day life. Thank you.
Okay, can I hear from anyone of the maths people learning outcomes? There are two are there, Reddappa and Mrs. Himani. I think Himani. Yes, madam, please.
And good afternoon, each and everyone who are there. I am Himani. Yes, sir. I am TGT Mathematics in KV Davangere. Actually, sir, our topic was that what we can expect from student or see. As per my opinion, every child is different. So we cannot expect the same thing from each and everyone, because we have to keep in mind that each and every child is having their own capability and different kinds of things from them. But as I'm taking maths right now and I take science also, so the only thing that I expect is whatever I'm teaching to them, they should apply in their daily lives also. It's not like that rote memorization of concept. It should apply in their daily lives. For example, I don't think that any aspect of life is untouched by mathematics. If I'll go anywhere, like for example, if I'm doing something in my home, then there also I'm using a lot of mathematics over there. So the only thing that I'm expecting from them just to apply those concepts in their daily life. So that is the only thing that I expect from my student.
Okay, thank you. Can we hear from one of the TGT Hindi? Mr. Tulcha Ram something.
जी सर.
You are there, sir?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, please, sir.
जी सर.
आप बता सकते हैं वो लर्निंग आउटकम क्या एंटिसिपेट करेंगे आप?
इसमें है कि सर आज का ये मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि क्या मैं सीखने के परिणामों का अनुमान लगा सकता हूँ? इसके अंदर सर जैसे बच्चों में सीखने के हमें सर अनुमान लगाने के लिए बच्चों में सर संवाद स्थापित करना होगा, ताकि बच्चों ने जो पढ़ा है उसके अंदर उन्होंने कितना मतलब सर सीखा है, तो संवाद स्थापित के माध्यम से सर वो बच्चे अपने व्यवहारिक जो नॉलेज में उसको किस प्रकार से लिया है, तो उसको संवाद स्थापित करके सर बच्चों से आउटपुट लिया जा सकता है और उनसे सर लिखवाया जा सकता है या उनसे उस पाठ्यक्रम से संबंधित सर जो दिया गया टॉपिक है उससे संबंधित सर उससे वाचन भी करवाया जा सकता है, ताकि उन्हें पता चले हमें कि उन बच्चों ने कितना कुछ सीखा, तो इसके माध्यम से कितना वो सक्सेस रहा सर ये जान सकते हैं। और बच्चों में 1 बाय 1 सर वाचन करवाकर और एक दूसरे से संवाद करवा सकते हैं सर। संवाद करें तो बच्चे जो उन्होंने सीखा है सर वो अपना आउटपुट करेंगे, तो उसके माध्यम से सर बच्चों में जाना जा सकता है।
Okay, ji. Thank you. I think only one WET sir is there, Mr. Ram Prasad. Can you tell what the learning outcome you can anticipate in your subject? Please unmute. Sir.
Sir, can I audible?
Audible. Now you continue.
So, most respected AC sir, Principal Madam, Srinivas sir, and all the teachers. My subject is work experience. As you know, work is an activity of doing or making something, and experience is the accumulation of the knowledge and skill developed out of the activity which we are involved in the thing. So here, at the end of the activity, the child should come out of the learning situations, and it should be this subject. I anticipate with the learning, the child, this learning should bridge a gap between classroom studies and real life situations. And at the end of involving the child in an activity, the child should be self-reliant, and the child should develop self-confidence, because ultimately after the completion of studies, the student has to work somewhere or the other. So if the child understands the basic concepts of work, like the three secrets of work: knowledge, skill, and values, then based on that, if he does an activity, and if he can be successful in that particular activity, it may be gardening or it may be electrical, electronic, whatever it is, he can, based on the experiences which the child develops from that, he can do any other activity at a higher post also. So this as anticipates the child to be self-reliant, and he should also try to I anticipate the child to develop the critical way of working, so that if one method of working, if the child could not complete the task, he should be in a position to use his brain and skill to do the other type of other skill, and see that the job is completed. It is not only the skill is the expertness. Apart from the skill, the child should have the right attitude and values towards the workers, as well as for the regards for the workers, respect for the workers. It may be sweeping, it may be the person who is doing a small job, but the attitude towards the work is also very important. So these are the things which we anticipate, and the child should be motivated. I expect the child that even at the bad end of his lifetime also, he should not be fed up with the work, but he should involve in one or the other activity and see that his life is active, and he will be useful to the society as well as to the nation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving an elaborate way that what are the learning outcomes you are anticipating.
Sir, apart from that, one more point, sir. That regarding the motivation, the third point which you were discussing, I had a point that presently some of the students are using bad words, sir. And this you had in what way we should motivate them to see that they are why they are not motivated. What they should be motivated towards that. As far as this is concerned, that the child is picking up bad words through the elders at home, and also through the society, in films, all that. So as a teacher, our role is to see that as teachers we should not use bad words, and second thing is we should see that the child understand the repercussions of using the bad words through some examples, so that the child restricts himself or herself by using bad words. So this is very important.
It is coming under role of the teacher. It is actually added with the role of the teachers. Okay. Well, sir, thank you, sir. We move on to the last group, which is having all TGT Sanskrit people. Now they are going to come and tell that how do we measure the success of your students. Can I have anyone from your group, please, sir? Sanskrit group, last group number 8.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes. Mr. Suraj.
No, myself. Hello.
Yes, sir. Please continue, sir.
No, Suraj is presenting or myself? Myself EV, but
But it is coming as Suraj Unial.
I think he's presenting. It's
Okay, let me somebody's presenting.
Okay, let it be. Namaskar, one and all present here. My name is VV Bhatt from KV Hassan. Group number 8. We know that question is for us, how do I measure the success of my students? I measure the success of my students through their image. I mean, IMAGE. First of all, I means involvement. Because up to 8th standard, Sanskrit is compulsory subject, we know. After that, how many students will involve in that Sanskrit subject? Means 9th standard onwards, how many students will opt Sanskrit subjects? That is the first one, I. Second one is M, means how many students will motivate to others, means juniors. Those who have opted Sanskrit subject as a optional subject. And how many students will motivate to others? That is second one, means M. Third one is A. A means attitude. Because Sanskrit is Bharatasya Pratishthe Dve Sanskritam Sanskritistatha. Our culture and our language, Sanskrit jo hai. So, because of that, Sanskrit students' attitude is very, very important. How they will behave with others. I mean, my students in the confidence with which they deal with their friends and others. That is the third one, means attitude. Fourth one is goal or even growth, you can say. Because by setting meaningful goals, by giving ownership or leadership over the process, how they will achieve that, that is also one of the measure only. That's what G is the fourth one. Then E means excellence. How many students will get A1 in Sanskrit subjects? A2, maximum B1 or B2. That is their excellence. So, in this way, through image only, IMAGE, only we can measure our Sanskrit students. Thank you. If anybody is there in our group, they can share their views.
जी सर, सभी को नमस्कार। आज की इस कार्यशाला में उपस्थित परम सम्मानित श्री नरसिम्हन महोदय, श्री श्रीनिवास महोदय, भानुमति महोदय एवं विद्वत वृंद, सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। मैं सूरज कुड़ियाल, केंद्र विद्यालय चिकमगलुरु। तो आज का जो हमारा विषय था, ये था मैं अपने बच्चों की सफलता या छात्रों की सफलता का मापन कैसे कर सकता हूँ। तो अगर मैं अपने दृष्टिकोण से बताऊं तो सबसे पहले तो सफलता को देखने का सबका अलग अलग नजरिया होता है। कोई कहता है परीक्षा में प्रथम श्रेणी से पास हो जाना ही सफलता है, तो कोई कहता है कि अगर किसी व्यक्ति के पास ज्यादा पैसा हो जाए, गाड़ियां, कार इत्यादि हो जाए, वो सफल व्यक्ति है। परंतु अगर मैं शिक्षक के रूप में कहूं तो अगर आपके द्वारा पढ़ाया गया छात्र अपने काम को अच्छी तरह से करते हुए अपने लक्ष्य की ओर आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, तब आप उसकी सफलता को मापन कर सकते हैं। और दूसरे शब्दों में कहूं कि आपके छात्र जिंदगी में कितनी बड़ी सफलताएं हासिल करते हैं, बहुत सारे ऐसे होते हैं कि कुछ असफल भी हो जाते हैं। इससे आप अपने छात्रों की सफलता का मापन कैसे करेंगे? नहीं कर पाएंगे, बल्कि आपके छात्र 10वीं और 12वीं में, 10th और 12th में टॉप करने के लिए इन्होंने कितना संघर्ष किया और किन किन रुकावटों का सामना, किन किन बाधाओं को, किन किन असफलताओं का उन्होंने सामना किया, और इसके माध्यम से आप अपने छात्र की सफलता का मापन कर सकते हैं। इसके साथ ही यहाँ पे कुछ बिंदु आ रखे हैं, जैसे छात्रों के व्यवहार के द्वारा छात्र अब जैसे ही कुछ सफल छात्र होने लगे, धीरे धीरे उसका मापन हम कैसे कर सकते हैं कि उसके व्यवहार का देखा जाता है उसका व्यवहार कैसा है क्या है। उसके बाद यहाँ पे आ रखा नेक्स्ट, छात्र का सही अथवा गलत का निर्णय लेने की क्षमता के द्वारा, छात्र समझ नहीं लगता हमें सही करना है या गलत, छात्र के आत्मविश्वास के माध्यम से। नेक्स्ट आ रखा है यहाँ पे समस्या समाधान हेतु सृजनात्मक चिंतन के द्वारा। नेक्स्ट, छात्र की जिज्ञासु प्रवृत्ति के माध्यम से। और इसके बाद आ रखे हैं विद्यार्थियों की कक्षा में सक्रिय प्रतिभागिता के द्वारा हम उन सभी छात्रों का मापन कर सकते हैं। वही इतना ही मैं कहूंगा, धन्यवाद।
ओके सर जी, मैं पहले भी आपको बताया था सक्सेस का मतलब है वो एग्जाम में वो पास होकर के फ्लाइंग कलर्स में आने वाला नहीं है, हॉलिस्टिक वे में वो कैसे सक्सेस उसको हो रहा है। ये जो है ना वो एक्चुअली अच्छा इंसान बन रहा है, और कम से कम वो इंसान बनना है जनरली अच्छा इंसान बन सकता है, इसलिए कम से कम वो इंसान बनने के लिए आप लोग क्या कर सकते हैं, वही वो सक्सेस को आपने कैसे मेजर करेंगे। बट एक्चुअली अच्छा किया था सर, थैंक यू। एनीबडी एल्स हु वांट टू ऐड? मिस्टर सुरेंद्र कुमार यादव, यू वांट टू ऐड?
यस सर, आज के इस अध्यापन दर्शन की कार्यशाला में उपस्थित आदरणीय एसी महोदय सर एवं समस्त शिक्षाविदगण, आप सभी को मैं सादर प्रणाम करता हूं। और आज के दिन हम लोगों ने बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर चर्चा किया, सुना भी, शिक्षाविद माननीयों के द्वारा सुना गया। जैसा कि हम लोगों का टॉपिक है कि हम कैसे मापन कर सकते हैं कि हमने जो पढ़ाया जिस छात्र को वो सफल है कि नहीं। इसमें सफलता का अगर मापन किया जाए तो सफलता कई तरह की होती है, एक क्लास की सफलता और एक जीवन में जीने की सफलता। तो अगर क्लास के व्यू से हम अध्ययन करेंगे, चर्चा करेंगे, बताएंगे, तो इसमें ये होता है कि हम कक्षा में जो भी विषय प्रस्तुत करते हैं, प्रस्तुत करने के बाद छात्र से क्वेश्चन करते हैं, क्वेश्चन करने के बाद बच्चों से पूछना, बताना, चर्चाएं होती है, तो उसमें से आउटपुट निकलता है। बच्चे कुछ बताते हैं तो समझ में आता है कि नहीं, जो मैं विषय आज पढ़ाया, आज बच्चों ने कुछ सफल हुआ, कुछ सीखा। दूसरी बात, हम संस्कृत के अध्यापक होने के नाते संस्कृति और आचरण पर विशेष महत्व देते हैं, क्योंकि जो भी हम बताते हैं हम संस्कृति से बिलोंग करते हैं। भारत की जो प्राचीन संस्कृति है, व्यवस्था है, उसको हमें आगे बढ़ाना है, इस पर हम विशेष ध्यान देते हैं। और हम ये देखते हैं कि जो छात्र अपने जीवन जीने की कला को सीख गया है, समाज में उसको हर जगह सम्मान मिल जा रहा है, वह अपनी कला को, अपने ज्ञान को हर जगह प्रदर्शित कर ले रहा है। इस व्यू से हम समझ सकते हैं कि वह विद्यार्थी सफल है। धन्यवाद सर, मैं इतना ही कहूंगा।
ओके, थैंक यू सुरेंद्र कुमार जी। एनीबडी एल्स फ्रॉम योर ग्रुप? Otherwise we can consolidate whatever we have seen so far. Okay, well, thanks to everybody. I think you have now got an idea that how you have to write your STP. Now remember that the questions which you have answered here, it may not be the final questions. It actually tells you the different way that how the learning should be there and how you should teach, so that you can supplement the learning, and how you can motivate, what is the role, your role and your student role, and what will you do for your role, and how will you help the children to fulfill their roles. And actually you should be a leader in the class, not only a teacher. You should be a leader for the child. You should be a role model. Therefore, what should be your prime objective, so that you can show your leadership qualities to the child. And normally I think these learning outcomes, definitely that will be a part and parcel of all our teaching learning process. Therefore, the learning outcomes you can anticipate. Now in this, I think you can list out the learning outcomes by NCERT also. Then the last one is success. I think the last TGT Sanskrit group, they very neatly explained that ये success का मतलब क्या होता है, ये success ऐसे आपका जीवन में भी सफल होना है. Therefore, that is a very highly interesting one. Therefore, how will you measure the success of my student? Remember, whenever you want to, the question is, how will you measure? In that measurement of itself also, you should have the base and means for measuring also. Simply, you cannot write that I will measure like this, like this. You have to give the conclusion that how you will do it. why you are doing it. Therefore, why, what, and how. These three questions, if they are answered for every issue, then your STP will take a fine shape. I think I humbly request Narasimhan sir to give concluding remarks. Narasimhan sir?
Yes, sir.
Narasimhan sir is there?
I think sir is not there.
Madam, I think you can give your concluding remarks.
Yes, sir. Actually, we will be breaking for a tea now for 15 minutes. And then we will meet again by 3:45 for a valedictory, sir.
Now, can you give overall how they did it, then 1 or 2 words so that.
Okay. I thought valedictory I will say. No problem.
Okay. It is left to you, because now they have presented it.
Yes,
now
sir.
you see, everybody has done it, but before they are sending you, let them rethink it. Let them have a discussion with their fellow teachers in their school, so that a fantastic STP will come out from Bengaluru region.
Actually, what I observed from the teachers' points, every teacher are unique in their thinking. What
Should
they
be,
have
madam.
presented.
Should
Yes,
be.
sir.
Philosophy should differ.
Yeah. And if at all they follow the same principles, what they are telling here, if they follow in the school or in the classroom situation, I think we will be a very successful teacher and our generation will be very good. And as you are telling, sirs, they will not be able to type and all. You see, our teachers, I told our teachers will do it. So within that short duration of half an hour, they could do everything, typing, presentation, and even you have collaborated with each other, coordinated with each other, and you have done the work wonderfully. And I think Bangalore region is doing very well. And with all the teachers, you should feel proud that you are all being selected by your principals, and your names have been nominated for it. So I hope we will take it over to the next group of teachers in our Vidyalaya, so that teaching and learning will become very, very effective and efficient, and we will make our children to grow in a better condition. I think, sir, with this we will go for a tea break. And then we will come for valedictory, sir. It will take, then we'll call sirs also.
Okay, madam. Okay.